Hello! Recently, Apple Music released their list of the 100 best albums of all time. And I haven't seen any of it actually yet. I've been trying my best not to get any spoilers for this so I can make a video of me blind reacting to this. So now, I do listen to a lot of music, but obviously, I probably haven't listened to every single album on here. However, I probably have listened to a good majority of them, so my opinion does matter. So anyway, let's go through the list. At 100, we have Body Talk by Robin, which I have not actually listened to. That's a horrible start. Then we have Hotel California by the Eagles. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I really don't like the song Hotel California. And as other songs, I'm just not a big fan of the Eagles here. I get why it's ranked 99, but the Eagles just aren't my thing. And speaking of things that aren't my thing, Astroworld being 98 is also not my thing. Because I just don't really get Travis. I like Sicko Mode. I like some of his songs, but I don't get why he is has such huge success for being an artist. I think is just kind of like a mid-tier rapper in my opinion. Just my opinion, but like I'm surprised that Astroworld even made this list. I wouldn't put it on the list at all. However, I probably would put Rage Against the Machine on the list. Very, very good album, very good choice right here. Then we have Pure Heroine by Lorde, or Lorde, however you say her name. Good album, love Tennis Court, amazing. Confessions by Usher. I wouldn't put this on here. That's also another weird pick. I feel like they're also just going for like albums with like really popular songs because no one talks about Usher. And also, Usher just isn't that good of a musician, in my opinion. I just don't think any of his music's that great, which is surprising. That's 95. Burial by Untrue, I haven't listened to it, and I need to. Same thing with A Seat at the Table by Solange, I need to listen to that. Now, Flower Boy, 92, I would put this up way higher. I'm surprised it's actually this low. Like, Apple Music, I'm judging it by, like, I think it's, like, a younger, like, I don't know who made the list, but I'm assuming it's, like, younger people cataloging this. I would have assumed they would put Flower Boy a bit, like, lower down, like, maybe, like, top 20. I'm surprised it's only at 92. George Michael, I know this one has Freedom on it. I haven't listened to this full album, but, that's fine. Back at AC/DC's overrated. Another pick here where I feel like they're just trying to make like if they don't put this on the list, people will get mad. It's like, where's the AC/DC? Even though it's like not really a spectacular album. Like I like AC/DC, but it's just really just like fun, loud, like rock music. But it's nothing of like real substance that I would put in like the top 100 best albums of all time list. Fame Monster by Lady Gaga. I mean I like Bad Romance. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. This is an album that deserves to be on here. I put a Sony by Nina Simone. That's a good one right there. Haven't listened to Blue Lines by Massive Attack. Mary J. Blige. Okay, that's a good pick right there. Casey Musgraves. All right. Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg. It's a classic. I'll put it there. Horses by Patti Smith. Now this is a real great album. Great album. Deserves to be 83. Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't know. I feel like this album's like really only remembered for like In the Club. I feel like that's like the only song that people like remember off this album. I'm surprised they put it on here. After the Gold Rush, Neil Young. Haven't listened to that one. Marshall Mathers LP. Yeah, it's his best album. Marshall Mathers LP is Eminem's best album, and 80 is a fair spot. Norman fucking Rocco by Lana Del Rey. Honestly, good pick. I would say 79 is very good. This is her best album in my opinion. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John's best album. Amazing. 78 deserves. 77 Like a Prayer Madonna. I would have put the 90s one with Ray of Light. I forgot the name of it, or her debut over this album, honestly. Still a good pick. I think they only restricted it to one album per artist. I believe that's something that they did. So, like, you won't see repeats of the same artist on here, so I guess they're assuming, like, this is the best Madonna album, this is the best Elton John, this is the best Lana Del Rey, which I get why they did that. Bad Bunny does not deserve to be 76. This is not a top 100 album of all time. I haven't listened to this Missy Elliott album. I listened to the Cookbook, I believe. I listened to that one. That one's pretty good. Downward Spiral, 9 Inch Nails, solid pick, 74. Asia by Steely Dan, should be in top 5. One of the greatest albums of all time. I love Asia by Steely Dan. And I love Peg by Steely Dan. This album is so good. If you haven't listened to Asia by Steely Dan, listen to it right now. This is one of the greatest albums ever made. Moving down the list, SOS by SZA. This is a very recent album. I'm surprised they put this on here. I don't know if I'd put it at 72, though. I feel like Control is a better album, and... yeah, Control is just a better album than SOS. I'm surprised they put SOS over Control here. Train Europe Express, have not heard that. Straight Outta Compton, it's a classic. I'll give it that. I feel like I've listened to this album several times throughout. It is a bit bloated. That's one issue, because most people only like remember Straight Outta Compton, Gangsta Gangsta, Fuck the Police, but they don't remember like the off tracks on the album that are forgotten for a reason because they just aren't great. There's a lot of throwaways on this album. It's still definitely a classic, and I would put it on the list if I think this is judged off how good it is, also how influential, and this is very influential to the whole genre of rap, so I get why this is on here. Master of Puppets, Metallica, yeah, 69, that's a good spot to put it. Is This It? The Strokes, great album, makes sense. Dummy, Portishead. Queen is Dead by the Smiths, only at 66. This is another album where I'd put it top 5, top 10. This is one of the greatest albums ever made. I'm surprised it's this low. It's very shocking. 3 Feet High and Rising, De La Soul, deserved. Erykah Badu, deserved, 64. Our Experience, Jimi Hendrix, this is a little low, honestly. 63 for Our Experienced. I would put this a bit higher, but very amazing album. Obviously, Purple Haze is amazing. Fire is amazing. Amazing. I love Jimi Hendrix. All Eyes on Me by Tupac, not even his best album, in my opinion, but good. 62 is good. Love Deluxe by Sade. Classic. I love Sade. 61. Perfect spot to put it. Velvet Underground and Nico, 60. Deserves to be on here. AM by Arctic Monkeys. I don't know. I don't really feel like Arctic Monkeys should be on here. I don't think they're that great, in my opinion. I don't know. That's an odd pick to put on here. Oasis. I hate Oasis. I'm sorry. I really do not like Oasis. I don't like it. It's 58 for this. Ugh. 58, no. D'Angelo, haven't listened. Disintegration by The Cure, amazing. 56 deserves. Anti by Rihanna, I don't know if she should really be. I don't know, 55. It's a little high up for this. A Love Supreme by John Coltrane. Okay, see, now I'm surprised this is 54 because I'm wondering who ranked this, because this is arguably the greatest jazz album of all time. So I'm surprised it is this low, 54. I would also say this would be top 10, maybe top 5. If this was number 1, I'd be fine if A Love Supreme is number 1. I'd really be fine with that. So I'm surprised it's at 54. Exile on Main Street, Rolling Stones, haven't listened to that one. I'm not a Guns N' Roses person. This is another one I feel like they put on here because Guns N' Roses is a popular band, and if they don't put Guns N' Roses, people will get upset. Sound of the Times, Prince, underrated Prince album. I would have put, if there's only one album per artist, I would rather put 1989 or Purple Rain or Across the World in 80 Days. I believe that album, those I would put over Sign of the Times. But this is a very good Prince album. I'll give it that. Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. Now this, I personally, upon this list, I would put this at number 1. This is one of the greatest albums of all time. Not the greatest album of all time, unless The Dreaming by Kate Bush is on here. Then that is the greatest album of all time. But 50, that's a little low for an amazing album. I hate U2. I really don't get U2. U2's one of those bands I just don't get why they're so popular. Because they're selling out all these shows. They're for the Las Vegas Sphere. They're the debut artist for this new technology. And they're just not that great of a band, in my opinion. They sound like advertisement music. Paul's Boutique, Beastie Boys, their best album, 48, deserved. No, Drake at 47. This album's not even good either. That's a horrible take. This might be the worst take yet. Take Care by Drake at 47. That is a real bad take. Exodus, Bob Marley, classic. 45, Homogenic, Bjork. Her best album, by the way, if you didn't know, Homogenic is her best album, in my opinion. But Wow, 45. I'll let it slide. Intervision Stevie Wonder, not his best album. I'd say obviously it's it's obviously Songs in the Key of Life. That's his best album, obviously. But Intervision, that's a nice pick that they put. 44. Remain in Light, amazing album. 43 deserves. Control Janet Jackson, great album. 42 deserves. Aquemini, 41. I'm surprised they put this Outkast album instead of like Stankonia, which Stankonia is overrated. Aquemini is not. This album is very good, and I'll put it at 41. I agree. Aretha Franklin, 40, classic. Illmatic by Nas, 39, classic. Tapestry by Carole King, classic. All right. Enter the Wu-Tang, 37, classic. Okay. Oh, and Beyonce. I don't get Beyonce. She's not bad. I'll give her that. Beyonce's not bad, but putting her at 36 above so many amazing albums is a little ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, over A Love Supreme, over Hounds of Love, over The Queen is Dead, Beyonce? Really? Bad pick, in my opinion. Now, The Clash, that's a good pick. Public Enemy, album's alright. I get why it's on here, though. It's a very historic album for hip-hop. Put it at 34. Kid A, not Radiohead's best. It's obviously OK Computer, but 33 is fine. Ready to Die by Biggie, 32. Justifiable. A little low, actually. I'm surprised they put it this low. I mean, this high. Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. I don't like her. I don't really like her. I'm surprised they put her that high, actually. 31? Ugh. She's not great, in my opinion. Billie Eilish at 30. Wow, this is not even good. I listened to her latest album. I forgot the name of it already, but way better than this. 30th best album of all time. 30th best album of all time. Better than Ready to Die by Biggie. Better than Hounds of Love. Better than A Love Supreme. Better than Intervisions by Stevie Wonder. Billie Eilish's debut album. That is a horrible take. Low in Theory, though. Not a horrible take. Amazing. Dark Side of the Moon. Amazing. Led Zeppelin 2. Amazing. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Arguably his best album. I mean, I personally think Late Registration's his best album. But if you say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I'm fine with that. And 26, I'm real fine with that. Good pick. Kind of Blue by Miles Davis, one of the best jazz albums of all time. And classic, 25 deserves. Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, amazing David Bowie album. Arguably also his best album, so 24 is very justifiable. 23 at Daft Punk. I'm not a big Daft Punk person. I get why this is here, though. Daft Punk is popular. Wouldn't be on my list, though. Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a big Bruce Springsteen guy either, but, I mean, he's, I guess 22. I mean, 22 is a bit high. Well, low on the list for him, I guess. I don't know which way to put it, but it's 22. It's better than A Love Supreme. It's better than David Bowie. It's better than Miles Davis. Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. I don't know. Revolver by the Beatles, 21. That's fair. Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, 20. I think the album's pretty good. I think it is a little overrated on the internet. People act like this is the greatest album ever made. I don't know, maybe I haven't gotten the Beach Boys pill, if you like so call it, but I don't really get like all the hype around this album. It's good. It's good. The greatest album of all time. 20's fair. Chronic by Dr. Dre, fair. 1989 Taylor's version at 18. What? Better than Revolver. Better than Ziggy Stardust. Better than Kinda Blue. Better than My Beautiful Twisted Fantasy. Better than Led Zeppelin 2. Better than Dark Side of the Moon. Low End Theory. All of that. 1989. Oh, whoops. I scrolled past too far. But 1989 Taylor's version. And it's a Taylor's version too. Which, if you don't know, so she like re-recorded all of her albums, including 1989. And the re-recording is also worse than the original album. And the album in the first place isn't the 18th greatest album of all time. Not even in the hundreds. If they put Taylor Swift in 99, 98, I'm fine with that. 18 for Taylor? That is ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. Not ridiculous, though. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye? I'm not over that. 18 for 1989 Taylor's version. That is a horrible pick. Horrible. That's horrible. Wow. 17, What's Going On, number 17, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Great album. Honestly, no arguing with it. 17's very justifiable. 16, Blue, Joni Mitchell. Justifiable. Very good. Adele 21. I don't like Adele. This is a little high for Adele. This is way too high for Adele. I wouldn't put her... She's like in the I put her in the 90s on this list. 15 for Adele. Ridiculous. Bob Dylan 14. Good pick right there. Blueprint. Yeah, it's his best album. 13. I'm not a big Jay-Z person. I get why it's here though. Okay, Oh, okay. So I guess artists can have 2 albums on the... That's surprising. Is Radiohead the only one who's been duplicated, like, has, like, 2 albums on this list? That's weird, too, because, like, where are all the, like, the Beatles albums? Where are all, like, the other albums, like, artists? Why didn't they repeat? That's weird. That's weird. But, okay, Computer, I guess 12. Okay, I thought that it was, like, 1 album per artist. So that's surprising. Wow, okay. Number 11, Rumors, Fleetwood Mac. It's alright. Beyonce again at 10. No, like, she's not that good. She's really not that good. I'm surprised they put her at number 10. Wow. Number 9, Nevermind, Nirvana. Classic, I'll give it that. Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. Classic. Good Kid, Mad City. 7, good. Oh, so that's what I'm talking about. Songs in the Key of Life. Yeah, it's an amazing album. Number 6. Blonde, I actually don't really like Blonde. I wouldn't put it in 5. I get this is one of the most popular albums of all time. It's not that great in my opinion. I really wouldn't even put it in the top 100. That's my hot take of this video, my very hot take. That Blonde isn't a good album. Purple Rain, on the other hand, that's arguably an amazing album. Number 4, perfect for that. 3, Abbey Road, I'll give it. 2, Thriller, I'll give it. 1, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I'll give it. I wouldn't put that as number 1, but that's a fine pick. I'm fine with that. Now, this list is really bad, honestly. It's missing... let me think of something. It's missing To Pimp a Butterfly. I don't know why To Pimp a Butterfly is not on here. Arguably the greatest hip-hop album of all time. It's missing, like, more of the Smiths, since you can have multiple, like, albums from the same artist on here. So, like, where's the other Smiths albums? Where's The Dreaming by Kate Bush? Where's Igor by Flower Boy? Where's Igor by Tyler, the Creator? Like, wow, okay. This list is horrible. So if you liked me complaining about Apple Music's list of the 100 best albums, please subscribe. This is kind of just like a quick, like, recording video. I'm making a more, like, long form video soon, like my other videos. But I just wanted to make a quick video looking through this list, and it's safe to say that this list is horrible. Not horrible, but bad. We'll give it bad. We'll give it a bad list. There's some good takes on here, but the ranking's just so off. Like, why is Drake at 47? Ah, that's a horrible pick. That's horrible. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. And if you like the video, please subscribe. Thank you.